Well, folks, I'm here for Sonic Stadium with Paul Kaminsky, the new
Executive Director of Editorial.
Thank you. And production artist John Dubsgray. How you doing?
Hello.
Okay, now congratulations on your promotion. Can you tell us exactly what your new job entails?
Thank you. I'm a benevolent overlord, and I sort of oversee all the Archie editorial stuff now, and I'm still working on the both Sonic titles, editing both of those books, and Mega Man and the superhero book, and I'm overseeing the Archie graphic novel, so it's a smorgasbord of editorial delights.
And Dubs, what exactly does your job entail as far as production?
I'm but a lowly production artist, and I must bow to the overlords every inconceivable whim. Really, primarily, I'm sort of the jack of all trades for the office. I do a little bit of everything. I do a little bit of artwork, I do a little bit of corrections, I do a little bit of coloring. So anything that needs to get done in the office art-wise, I'm the go-to guy for it.
Awesome. Now, Paul, last year, we're going to talk a little Sonic, then we'll talk a little Mega Man, New Crusader, such. Last year at this time, you said that the traitor would have been revealed soon, but it wasn't. I guess it got pushed back. Was there a change of plans?
Well, the traitor's coming up.
Okay. On the Mega Man Sonic crossover, will it have an effect on the main storyline? Will it be canon, or will it be kind of like similar to Genesis, where it will take place at a different area?
Well, it's tricky because it's got to be self-contained, and I don't know if I want to give away too much of the plot, but you can expect some similar themes to how Genesis operated in a way. I guess that's about all I can say right now, because it's really fresh. So.
Okay, Dubs, we know you got the nickname Dubs, I guess, from your older nickname of WB back in the Sonic H2. Now, where did the nickname of WB come from?
It's actually the name of my roommate. Well, not my name of my roommate, but the name that one of my roommates gave me. Due to my drawing style, they thought that I drew like a lot of Warner Brothers cartoons, which I legitimately did. I was heavy into Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, that kind of stuff. So they just started calling me WB. That stuck. And then when I got into the Sonic fandom, people just started calling me Dubs instead of WB, because I guess it was shorter, even though it has more letters. But and it just stuck from there.
Awesome. All right, now. Let's see. You do the off panels as well as being the production artist. Can you tell me what a typical day is like for you?
I awake from bed. I pull back the sheets and typical day, I'll usually get in, I'll check to see what kind of work that I have to do on the Archie Digest stuff, because I work with the Digest editor there doing regular stuff. So I'll get that. I do work on anything that's available, be it Sonic work, be it Archie work, be it anything like that. Carry my little briefcase, which I get made fun of all the time because I look like I walked out of a James Bond movie, full of pens and pencils all the time, and just basically get to drawing, get to coloring, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, you name it. I've got like a million things open, and all of my hands in like every collective fire.
Yeah,
so.
and then at periodic points throughout the day, I'll run over with a page that has Larry Links drawn incorrectly for 7 panels and go, John, please, please redraw Larry the Links.
That's happened more than once, so it's always something that usually comes up.
He doesn't look like Eek the Cat anymore.
Yeah, he no longer looks like a little cuddly Eek the Cat. Or a very, very deformed Care Bear, and we like that.
Paul, what's your favorite Sonic story been so far?
Wow. Two steps back, I think. 230, 231. I think was my favorite thing that I worked on so far. Coming up, though, after reading Ian's synopses for the crossover is definitely my favorite by far so far. And if I had to go with Sonic Universe, Scrambled is, I think, my favorite arc of the bunch.
Yeah, that was a really good one. That's one of my favorites myself.
Revenge of the Nerbs is the greatest story ever told.
All right. Okay. What the heck is the name of that clam? I'm trying to think of the name of the clam. Huh? I gotta say, Revenge of Bivalve, then that would be a great story.
I think that we need to do a bivalve arc for Sonic. I suggest a bivalve crossover with every book.
Do you guys want to know the origin of the bivalve gag?
Yeah, exactly. Where did that come from?
John and I spent about 4,000 hours in a car together one summer.
On the way to Heroes Con.
On the way to Heroes, my first Heroes Con, and we started talking about the series and going through the series, and the 40 Fathom Freedom Fighters came up, and we latched on to Bivalve as having been we had both mutually loved this character for all the worst reasons in the world. We just thought he was the greatest thing ever, and so we devised this whole plan to throw him in everything and have him be everywhere. So keep a sharp eye, faithful viewers, because Bivalve is coming to a comic book near you forever. Forever.
And if you don't like it, you can clam up.
Hey!
Wah, wah, wah.
The character. He's a real pearl.
Alrighty. Has there ever been a...
Held up the interview with our shellfish motives.
Starting to sound like Jim Amash there a bit. If you ever see his Facebook posts, oh my god. Oops, hold on. Has there ever been any Sega mandate that you just didn't understand or far hard to get over?
I've seen a lot on the forums, because I troll everything, about this whole idea of Sega mandate. It sounds so rigid and sounds so harsh. When we send an issue of Sonic to Sega to approve, they give us constructive criticism, and even then it's very creative and helpful and never too intrusive. So there's never like this overlord mandate situation that some of the fandom seems to think is there. We work together. We're partners, and obviously it's Sega characters. It's their sandbox that we're playing in, but they're very open to our ideas and vice versa. So no, there hasn't really been a mandate we couldn't wrap our heads around, because there haven't really been mandates so much as constructive criticism.
Awesome. Okay, well, will you find out what Bunny Rabbit's been up to pretty soon?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah, Bunny, yeah.
Should we bring... No.
No, yeah. Well, Bunny will be around.
Bunny will be...
Yeah.
She'll be back.
Okay.
She's currently hippity-hoppeting along the Bunny Rabbit Trail because Easter's on its way. We'll go with that.
I can see that he is the Easter Rabbit. Hooray!
Exactly.
Keep smiling. Sonic Universe 46 involves the Chaotix, but 45 looks like it's going to be a one-shot story. Can you give us any details on that?
Yeah, we'll have an official announcement soon, but it's going to be really, really exciting. It's a special issue, and we'll have an announcement soon.
All right. Dubs, you got to draw the infamous Sally slap from way back in the day, but at the time it seemed to come out more hilarious than tragic, really. Does your art style, being more humorous than good for drama, in my opinion, sorry, keep you off the main book, or do you just prefer drawing off panel so you can focus on the art production side?
Really, I work full-time for Archie, so I work a typical 9-to-5 day at my desk all the time. So while Tracy and Steven and Evan are all freelance, they get the luxury of being able to work in their homes at their own pace, whereas I'm in the office working on a bunch of stuff all at the same time, you know? So it's better, for me, I like working on the off panels because I have time to work on them at my leisure, but I don't have like the full time to dedicate to, let's say, 2 books a month or so that Tracy can pull off, because Tracy's just great. And at the same time, I wouldn't feel right taking away a lot of work that they already have. I know a lot of people like my art. I love being able to do that kind of stuff. The fact that I'm able to contribute to the off panels makes me extremely happy. If I had a chance to do more, I would love to do more, but right now I have to focus my dedication to what I'm working on at the moment. You know, if that makes any sense. So it's like I can't just say I'm going to do a full issue of Sonic, you know, when I've got all of these other duties that are behind the scenes that have to get done, you know? So it's a typical Monday through Friday job, and then on the weekends, I've got to have some time to burn to myself to get everything else done. So even though it's just once a month, it gives me a chance to basically play with the sandbox, so to speak. I get a lot of freedom with the off panels thanks to Paul, and I get to have fun with it. Whereas, you know, it's not that the others don't get to have fun, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. What is the craziest or silliest thing you've either gotten to do or wanted to do with the book?
I don't want to spoil one of the upcoming off panels, but 240?
Super Special 4, John.
Oh God, Super Special 4. Super Special 4 is going to be fun, but there's one particular off panel that is Sonic Universe 43 that is my piece de resistance. I'll leave it at that.
That sounds pretty awesome. Okay. Paul, what can you tell us about the New Crusaders?
Well, New Crusaders is written by Ian Flynn and with art by Ben Bates and the other members of the Sonic and Mega Man team. We've also got new artist Aletha Martinez coming in, who's signing here at the show. And she's going to be starting over Ben's layouts in issue 3 and take over in issue 4. Anyway, New Crusaders is everything I wanted a superhero comic to be when I was a kid, and we had a great team together with the Sonic and Mega Man titles, so it was our opportunity to make that comic happen. And it's the product of a lot of different pitches and ideas from throughout the years about how to treat these superheroes, but the long and short of it is Archie's had a long history with superheroes, dating back to 1939. So we have this character, Joe Higgins, the Shield, who you might have seen. He's got a standee over there. He predates Captain America as the world's first patriotic superhero. He and all the other Mighty Crusaders have been adventuring for 70 years. And what we're saying is, after the 80s material, the Crusaders won. They defeated evil. In our first issue of New Crusaders, evil returns. And while I don't want to give too much away, the parents of those kids are incapacitated, to say the least. So the kids now have to pick up the mantle and become the heroes. So anyway, you're looking at the adventure and the tone of Sonic and Mega Man, a little more aged up. You know, there's some violence, there's some mild language, but it's basically everything we ever wanted a superhero comic to be.
What made you guys decide to go on a subscription-based digital service?
Well, it's digital distribution has been a really interesting development in comics, and it's something that you know, everyone should really embrace. So what we decided to do was release a few parts of the New Crusaders every week for people who wanted to get new content every week, and also release the backlog of old material. So we called it the Netflix for comics, because you get all the old stuff, all the classic material, and the new stuff as well.
Okay, now the New Crusaders has a slightly darker.
Okay, so we gotta.
Okay, I'm gonna.